Hey, this is Alan from artoftheiphone.com, and I'm here today with a review of the Speck SmartFlex View Case for the iPhone 5. Now, the best part of this case is this cleverly designed, built-in, retractable stand that can hold the iPhone up in both portrait and landscape orientations. I'll go into more detail about the stand a little bit later, but for now, let's take a look at the rest of the case. Now, the SmartFlex is made of a thin, hard plastic that has a little bit of give, a little bit of flex to it, and thus the name SmartFlex. And it's not a very protective case. As you can see, it doesn't give a lot of shock absorption, although it will protect from everyday wear and tear. Now, my biggest problem with this case is the inside lining here is it's just hard plastic and there's no protection for the iPhone itself. So through subtle abrasion over time, these kind of cases can scratch the back of the iPhone. So you got to be careful when you buy these kind of thin, hard plastic cases that have no lining inside of them. Now, the iPhone 5 snaps into this case quickly and easily enough. And in terms of accessibility, the volume buttons work perfectly when pressed. The ringer mute switch here is a little bit harder to access, but it's generally not a problem. The sleep wake button here on top works accurately as pressed. There's a little bit of tactileness to it. And the headphone and lightning ports here work perfectly. And there's a large cutout here for the camera, so you can take photos fine with it. Now, back to the stand here. This is actually the standout feature for this case, and I really like how this stand works here. I'm going to show you a couple angles here. First is, this is portrait mode. As you can see, it holds it up probably about a 20-degree angle here. You can flip it on the other way, and here's another portrait angle, and then there's the landscape orientation. So that's about 3 total angles you can hold the iPhone up with this stand. Now, the only downside to this stand is that it is so thin and that it has this hinge mechanism here that I question its durability in the long run. But the one thing I do love about this stand is that it does retract back into the case, so it's hidden, and it doesn't really mar the overall appearance of the case when it's hidden inside the case. So overall, I give this case 3 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for a stand/case combo, this is one of the better solutions out there right now. Unfortunately, it's not a very protective case. Like I said, it's thin, hard plastic. There are a million thin, hard plastic cases out there. Basically, if you go to any store, you'll find a million of these cases on the shelves. I don't recommend you buy those kind of cases because they don't offer much shock absorption, which is probably the single most important attribute of any case. But like I said, though, if you don't really care too much about this and you'd rather have the stand functionality, I can recommend this case. It has great fit and feel. It feels nice and smooth. It has rounded corners on the back that feel nice to hold in the hand. So overall, once again, great stand, not so good at protection. This has been Alan from artoftheiphone.com. You can find a full detailed text review of this case on my site, as well as a review of other iPhone cases out there. Head on over to artoftheiphone.com to check it out.